Welcome Snoozie Fam to another video where we scour the internet to find some of the weirdest, most wacky dreams out there. You won't want to miss today's episode. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content on dreams, nightmares, and all things sleep. This story is a wacky one, and it's inspired by a user on Reddit about him being trapped inside the scorching heat of an air fryer. Now, let the dreams begin. I heard the sound of my own heartbeat pounding in my ears. It took a moment for my eyes to adjust to the darkness surrounding me, but as I tried to sit up, I realized that I was completely immobilized. My arms and legs were trapped against my side, and no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't move a muscle. Where am I? Why am I here? Why am I trapped? I took a deep breath and tried to calm my racing thoughts. I had to figure out how to escape the situation. I looked around, trying to make sense of my surroundings. It took several minutes, but that's when I realized that I was trapped inside a gigantic air fryer. I remember questioning myself if the air fryer was huge or was it me that was tiny. The walls of the air fryer were smooth and shiny, reflecting the dim light that filtered through a small opening at the top. There was a large black fan encased inside a black grilled heating element. I was lying on my back with my head, arms, and body restrained to the bottom of the appliance. Cotton twine held my arms and legs down. I tried to sit up again and again, but I was trapped too tightly to move. Panic began to set in as I realized the gravity of my situation and that I was completely helpless. How did I end up here? And more importantly, how was I going to get out? I took a few deep breaths to try to calm down. I knew that panicking would not help me escape. I need to think logically and to try to come up with a plan. First, I checked for any possible escape routes, but the fryer was completely sealed, with no visible openings or handles. It was clear that I wasn't going to be able to escape easily. Next, I yelled for help at the top of my lungs. I yelled so hard that my throat and lungs were giving in, but the thick walls of the air fryer muffled my cries. I was completely alone and utterly helpless. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I hear a cranking noise, similar to the noise made from turning an egg timer. Then the continuous ticking sound started. As the second ticked by, I began to feel the heat of the appliance rising. Sweat dripped down my forehead as I realized that I was now in real danger. If I didn't find a way out soon, I would be cooked alive. I tried to stay positive and think of a solution, but it was difficult. My mind was racing with the worst case scenarios. What if nobody ever found me? What if I was stuck in this air fryer for days or even weeks? I closed my eyes and tried to focus on my breathing. The skin on my body started to turn pink and irritated every passing second as the temperature rose. I need to get out of here, and I need to get out of here fast if I were to survive this. I reached into my jean pocket and found my old rusty Swiss Army knife. I quickly opened it and began cutting it at the tight cotton twine around my wrist and ankles. Each second felt like hours in the intense heat and pressure of the air fryer. After several minutes of hacking at the thick twine, I was finally able to free myself. By this time, my skin was bright red and with surface cracks all over, similar to a third-degree burn. I stepped off of the tray and onto the metal air fryer basket. As soon as I did, my sneakers immediately melted into the searing heat of the basket. Again, I was trapped in my place with nowhere to go. The scorching temperature above my head was unbearable. Even the hair on my head started to curl up and fall out. As a last-ditch effort to stop the air fryer, I threw my rusty Swiss Army knife up at the heating element. Thankfully, the knife got caught in the spinning blades of the fan and the heat element ceased to function. Now, although there was no heat pumping from the element, I was still stuck inside this air fryer with no way out. And worst of all, it was starting to run out of oxygen inside. I assumed that the heating element burned off all of the oxygen inside, leaving me to suffocate. My head felt faint, and I was starting to lose consciousness. Just when I thought all hope was lost, I heard a faint voice outside of the air fryer. It was faint, but it was getting a little bit louder. "Is someone in there?" the voice shouted. I let out a relieved sigh, and then shouted back as loud as I could, "Yes! I'm trapped in here! Please get me out!" Within minutes, the door to the air fryer was pried open and I was rescued. As I stumbled out dazed and disoriented, I saw a group of concerned faces looking down at me. "Are you okay?" one of them asked. I nodded, still in shock. I think so, but I'll never forget this experience again. I'll never take my freedom for granted." As I looked up at the sky and smiled at the taste of freedom, I woke up and realized that this was all a scary dream. It turns out that I had been looking for a huge sale on an air fryer I wanted. I'd been obsessed for over 2 weeks. After this nightmare, I'm not so sure I want an air fryer anymore. I might just stick with my microwave for now. Have you ever had a nightmare about something you've obsessed over? Let us know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and click on that notification bell for more amazing content like this. Share this with a friend if you think they may need a little wake-up call. Thanks for watching, and until next time, sleep well.